All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the fundamentals of Rust, day one. So let me just share my screen so that you guys will be able to see my screen. You're able to see my screen, right? All right, dope. All right. Welcome to Rust Fundamentals, day one. My name is Mwila, and I will be guiding you through the fundamentals of Rust. So in this course, we won't touch much deep and make you understand the deep understanding of Rust, but the basics so that you can be able to execute some smart contracts as we go further with the course. So we'll teach you the basic fundamentals of how Rust works, why we are going with Rust and everything. So this is day one, and let's go ahead. So the first thing we should understand is what is Rust. So based on what you can see on my screen, it's just a summary of understanding what Rust is. But initially, Rust is a systems programming language that is designed for high performance, memory safety, concurrency safety, and zero cost abstractions. It was developed by Mozilla and it solves quite a number of core problems. So unlike ordinary programming languages, such as C and C++, which have got an advantage to speed, they have a disadvantage to unsafety when it comes to memory. Then you've got languages like Java and Python, which are very safer but have its advantages of being slower and garbage collection. Then Rust comes in with a beautiful way of solving both problems in one, where it's fast and is very safe to use without any garbage collection. What makes this possible is because of Rust's system called the ownership system, which is a memory management system that works in compile time. It goes in something like, I can explain like there are like three rules it runs on, where each value has an owner or one owner, only one owner at a time. When the owner goes out of scope, memory is automatically freed. So that's the basic definition of Rust. Why it exists is also found based in the definition I gave. It was created to solve the trade-off between speed and safety. As the example I gave you, where if those who are familiar with C or C++, you will be able to confirm with me that it is fast but unsafe. Then when you go to Python and Java, Python is slow, but it's got a good memory and safety. I have used Python before and Java. But Rust enforces both safety and speed. So why do we want to use Rust in Web3? Well, Rust in Web3, if you understand how Web3 systems work, I believe in the first week you did do the understanding of the basic understanding of the blockchain. You get to understand most Web3 systems are financial systems, distributed systems, cryptographic systems, and often immutable, means you can't easily fix bugs, or whatever is put on the blockchain cannot be removed out of it easily. And Rust covers that up because one, Web3 requires security. Smart contracts manage money most of the time, and they need security. Speed. The blockchain processing unit works fast so that block time is covered up on time, so that transactions move within the good flow of time. Then the concurrency to validate and run multiple thread and nodes within the blockchain. And Rust already covers that up based on the definition that I earlier gave. So we've got blockchains like Solana. Uh, People do build smart, write smart contracts using Rust on Solana, on the Stellar blockchain as well, the Polkadot and the Near protocol. So when it comes to Rust, these are the two chains we'll be using. So Rust has got what you call the Rust compiler, which is Rust C, which is the compiler for Rust. Cargo is the build and dependency manager for Rust. Then Rust app is the installer and version manager for the Rust language. Yeah. So the slider skipped is installation process for Linux and Mac OS, but I don't use Linux or Mac OS. I use Windows, and on Windows mostly you need the Linux subsystem to easily install Rust, but there are ways of also installing it without the Linux subsystem. I personally have the Linux subsystem installed in my machine, so it kind of was easy for me to install Rust. I will run you through a description of how to install Rust, even though I already have it in my PC, but we can go through with it. Yes. So when installing Rust, we easily search for rust-lang.org, which brings us to this site. If you can see why Rust, it will give you a basic definition of how Rust is and everything, the command line, WebAssembly, networking. Then we quickly go to the installation part where we just click install. So the website does know, or I think when you run the website on your machines, it will be able to build based on your machine. So my machine is a Windows, but I have the Linux subsystem. So how I installed Rust was using this
Command.
yeah, this command here. And I just went in my CMD, opened it, pasted it. Now, since I already have Rust, it won't accept. So if you have the Linux subsystem, that it will automatically start installing Rust and Cargo at the same time. And once you install Rust, you should verify the version of your Rust. So we can go back to my command line, my command prompt, and search Rust double hyphen version.
Rusty. You're looking for
Oh,
Rusty.
yeah, Rust C. Thank you for that. There, my version of Rust is lesser than the one on the site, but it's installed. And we also confirm if we have Cargo, because Cargo is the build and manager for Rust, and you need Cargo for you to write code in Rust. And that confirms that I have both Rust and Cargo within. I can see a hand.
Yes, I have a question for you, Mula.
Yeah.
So let's say you're working in a team setup on a project, right? And you're working with Rust Is it important to have the same version of Rust when you're working on the project, or is cross compatibility a thing?
I know it's not important to have the same version because it will still work in the same way despite the version.
Okay, cool.
All right. So this is how we verify the installation we have of Rust. If you find it's not working, then means there was a problem with your installation process. So the first project we'll do in Rust, we'll do it in an exercise form. Yes, Mukta.
So I think there's no real problem across most programming languages, Jacques, in terms of versions, unless you go to like a major upgrade. Like if you look at Python 2 to Python 3, and then it's still backward compatible with like Python 3 to Python 2. But obviously you just get a bit more functionality in the upgrades. But generally they don't do major overhauls on the language. They're just adding extra features that allow you to do stuff. But it's not a rule of thumb because, you know, any mad scientist can do whatever they want in terms of programming and creating new things. But generally it is like you've got backwards compatibility and some. So whoever has the best version will be able to also work with whoever has the worst version or the lowest version. But then there's not many features. It's just basically around how it compiles and runs and executes that they are actually improving the language, or they're adding additional features sometimes, but that all depends on specific language to language solutions.
Thanks.
Thank you very much for that, Mukta. Thank you. I hope that was clear for you. All right, dope. Okay. So before we get to run code in Rust, we need to understand how to write a code, certain ways of writing a code in Rust. So if you can see how the hello world was printed there, you need to understand the key point, the points in which what certain terms mean. So I believe we all know FN, even in day-to-day lives, stands for function. Main open close brackets is an entry point for every Rust program. The main, which is here, is an entry point for every Rust program. Then these brackets, these are code blocks. These two, these are code blocks. Then the print line, is a macro used to print output. So this the print line should tell you that it's a macro, not a normal function from the normal function. So these are things you should know when writing your code in Rust. Entry point is main, so you have to always have the function main to have your entry point, and the code block so that your code can run smoothly. Because one thing about Rust is that through the ownership system, if you get used to coding in Rust, and when you go to Python, you think your Python has so many errors. You would think your Python has so many errors, but it's not that it has errors. It's just that you've got a deep understanding of how to code in Rust, because through Rust you'll be able to see your errors before you run the code. All right. I think we can jump into installing Rust for those that don't have Rust, and we can try and write our first code.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna have to miss out on that one, but I'll definitely be watching.
All right. I already have Rust on.
Just before you go, Jacques, you've got your Rust up and running, installed and good to go.
No, not. I need to go. I actually need to take part in this lesson.
Okay, but you got my number, so just reach out and I'll help you if you need it.
Okay,
All right.
cool.
Who doesn't have Rust so that they can share their screen, then we can guide them on how to install it. You can raise your hands if you are willing to share your screen.
I don't have Rust installed, but I'm using my phone at the moment because I'm still at work, so that won't be possible.
All right, all right. You can follow through. Then where you have problems, you're free to ask. If you're at your free time, there's no problem. Yes, Mukta.
So if any of you guys do have any problems, I'll just send out the groups again tonight. But you can reach out to us on Telegram, Telegram, WhatsApp, or LinkedIn, and then we'll be happy to help try to get you up and running as soon as possible.
All right, yeah. Then I can show you how to write the first.
Sorry, someone had a question. It
Oh, sure
was
thing. We
Quilleen.
can go ahead.
Sorry, Quilleen, did you have a question?
Sorry, I did not have a question. No.
All good.
All right. Then let me show you how you can write the first code. Then during the installation, you'll be able to ask. So we will be using VS Code. I would advise those that don't have VS Code should get VS Code. It's an IDE. So I have VS Code in here. With VS Code, you also need to install an extension for you to run your run your code smoothly. Okay, let me just set up my folder. So the extension you need to run is Rust Analyzer. I already have Rust Analyzer installed, so this one is just direct. Once you download VS Code, you just search for Rust Analyzer, the same one you're seeing here, and install it. Okay, so we get to start. Yeah, it's true. I've heard people say that as well, but I've never worked with that before. Yeah. Okay. Okay, just a moment. Okay, just a moment. Let me set this up well. Okay. Oh, sorry. Stop sharing my screen. Okay. So we are using Rust. So let's write the first code that was there. Function main. When writing code, and always know that you have to be case sensitive. Okay, print line. Open brackets again. This is where we make a lot of mistakes. Yes, Ben.
Can you please increase the font?
All right, let me try and do that.
It's just the plus button or control plus.
Is that better? All right. So we've written our first line of code. And
Could you just move the Google Meet screen to the other side of the page, because then we can see the.
oh, sorry. Yeah, what was I writing? Sorry about that. Okay, so this is you. I had to make sure I follow everything when writing this line of code. I had for the function and the entry point, because let's say if I left this out, you would notice even just before we run the code, it would give us some sort of sign saying that something is missing. But when we add it back, matches up well. From here, do I have any questions?
So you're
Okay.
missing a piece of code. Yeah, it's a semicolon thingy. Just one
All
line.
right. It's in the right position, isn't it?
Yeah, code is perfect.
So this is how we write code. This is how we write our first code in Rust. If people that are similar, that are familiar with Python, you just write print hello world. Or print this and that, making sure we just follow this and that. But in Rust, we have to make sure we follow based on understanding of where we end, well, the entry point in which we start from to the end, and make sure whatever we leave out, it means we'll have an error in the code. So who has an idea on how we have to run the code within the terminal? Oh, my Rust analyzer must be disabled. Just a moment. We're using Rust in VS Code right now. We're using Rust. Okay, let me check if this is working. Okay.
Maybe close your IDE and reopen quick.
Yeah, let me try and do that.
And can you also please explain what is Rust Analyzer?
All right, sure. Okay. So, Rust Analyzer is a language similar to that provides sort of intelligent support for writing Rust code inside an editor. So, like VS Code is an editor, and the Rust Analyzer helps it as a support guide when writing Rust. I think I'm having a problem with my Rust Analyzer. It keeps on disabling. Wow.
So the error that it's giving you in the terminal makes me think that you just need to make sure that the directory of projects in is accessible. I don't know if that's the lead.
I suggest you start the project.
Wait, there's the issue. You're opening your file on OneDrive. OneDrive disconnects files from workstations on terminal. Try opening the specific project you're on now directly from your desktop. That should fix your issue. I
Yeah,
hope.
I just noticed that as well. All right, let me just stop sharing my screen for a moment and do that.
Are you coming right, Mula? Or do you want me to share screen?
Yeah, you can share screen for now.
Okay, you're gonna be guiding us. I'm just gonna be the human keyboard.
All right.
Where is this window? What is this? This looks like something. What can you guys see?
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, cool. So yeah, what do I do next?
You're supposed to run the code now, or your analyzer as well is not.
It doesn't matter. Should be fine. Is it not? It should work. Why isn't it doing a thing? Interesting. What's happening? I think it's our internet. What do you think?
Yeah, so
Lucas is saying to enlarge your font there, Mukhtar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. Holy, that's way too big, guys. How's that?
yeah, that's all right.
Very cool. So yeah,
Did
do
you
you want to rock it?
initialize the project?
I did not. I did nothing. Like you guys have like so what do we do? What's next? Do you want to ask questions? So we need to initialize it. How do we initialize it, Ben?
Cargo init.
Very cool. So that's the next step. So cargo init, and
Create
then
the
we run
project.
this like, sorry?
Project. Because I was asking if you did that already. Did you create the project?
No, I have not. No, I have not.
Yeah, that's the first thing that had to be done. Cargo init
Yeah.
and the name of the project. You get it?
Yeah.
Where am I? I'm lost.
Is it working?
Yeah. So now you have the Hello World project. Now you can go
Yeah.
in. Yeah. You should go inside the Hello directory from your terminal so that you'll be able to run it. Go inside the Hello directory from your terminal.
Yeah.
You're in, right? I can't see.
There we go.
Okay, now you can cargo run.
And it's not dying. And you can imagine what happens when you add words to this and how it just like expands when you actually add a proper function to it. But they had printed out hello world. So we successfully ran the program.
Yes. I'm even shocked it actually worked without the analyzer doing one, because usually it doesn't work.
So the analyzer, what the analyzer does is it actually interprets what's happening on your screen,
Can you
not
pause
so
a bit?
much.
Sorry, can you pause a bit, Lynette? Got on the steps. So to run it back, so we had to initialize the project to create the project so that we can start working on it. And to do that, we use the command cargo init and the name of the project. So in this case, the name of the project is hello. So cargo space init space hello. And then once we have done that, we've created the project. And now we went to the directory so we can be able to run the project. So to run the project, we use the command cargo run. And yeah, that's how we were able to run the project. So all that, you can find that information in the file, right? In the slides, you can find that information in the slides as well.
So just to go over it again, so I cargo initted another file called hello Ben. So now if I want to get to that file, I would just do cd, which means change directory. It's actually a Linux thingy. And then I need to change it to hello Ben, hello dash Ben. And then it'll take me to that folder. So inside that folder, I can do ls to show me all the things that I have. And then from there, I can also scroll up if you want to see the other commands that you've done. So now I need to do cargo, sorry, showing you a whole bunch of stuff. Now I can do cargo run. And because I'm in this folder, it'll run everything within this Ben folder. But before I do that, I want to change this world to Ben. Nem, not Nem, Ben. And by doing that, now we'll get a different output. Now it'll actually output hello Ben. Nope. What's wrong with my thing? Did it output the same file, Ben? Am I in bin?
Looks like you are. Hello,
Okay.
Ben.
Why is it still saying hello world? You know, sometimes the basic things get you on Rust. It is like, I'm not even joking, guys. It's like the basic stuff. But yeah, let me rather do some.
Can you run cargo build first and then cargo run?
Ah, there we go.
Cargo build.
Oh, yeah, that's correct. Because you actually have to build a file before you run a file. And still, hello world. What am I missing? My maths is bad here.
Hello.
Isn't it because you're running 2 files in one project?
Could be, but I don't think it's that. I think it should be able to compile separately because I'm in different thingies. Hello, sorry, Colleen.
Hi. So sorry to be disturbing you guys, but I am so lost. So I tried through Linux and I got somewhere and I finally felt like I was with you guys and then I lost you guys again. I just downloaded the Rust analyzer and then I also tried to open up a file, but in VS Code it doesn't show me how to open up a specific Rust file, so that was confusing as well. And then I tried through Linux and I got somewhere else and I created a project, but I didn't actually put in a file or get to the place where I'm typing out hello Ben. So can we please help me?
Okay, so you've created a file.
Yes.
If she's able to share a screen, it would be easier to guide her.
Would you like to do that?
I can do that. Should I?
Okay, stop sharing.
Okay, let me share my screen. Share the entire screen.
Oh, you don't have to share your entire screen. You can actually just share the window that has VS Code in it. So if you go to share and then you go to window instead of entire screen, and then you can click on VS Code and then it'll just open VS Code just for your security.
Okay, thank you. Got it. Right. Are you? Right. Are we seeing what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yes.
Wonderful. So where do we go from here?
Okay, so you've got no files open.
No.
So close that. So you go file.
Okay, file. File.
Yeah, you just wait for file to open up and then it'll drop down a menu bar for you.
Yeah. Are you not seeing it? Oh, you're not
No.
seeing it.
No, we
Oh.
can't see the menu bar. Okay,
Okay,
cool.
well, it's
So then
open.
let me just go along with you in my VS Code.
Okay.
So you'll click on file and then you'll say open folder, for example, or just say open file. Open folder would be better because then you can actually run it somewhere.
Okay. Got it. Okay, selected my folder.
Yeah, just make a new folder, like something random, and then we can start working from there.
Okay, open the new folder. Got the new folder.
Yep. And then, is it open? We can't see it.
So
Should I be
new
opening a file or a folder?
folder.
You open a folder and then you'll create a file.
Okay,
I
so the file is open. Nothing is here. It's a new
I'm gonna
file.
ask urgently.
Sorry, this is Visual Studio, it's not VS Code.
Oh,
That's why I'm confused. Okay, thank you so much.
It's
Let me download the right
from
thing.
the IDE. VS Code looks way different than that.
Okay. Okay, let me figure myself out. You can continue. Thank you so much.
Okay, I'll find a link to VS Code and that might help.
Okay, thank you. I'll stop presenting now.
Okay, I think I'm having problems now with my VS Code. I think my internet is just something else. But do you have any questions? How many managed to follow through? Yes, Jocelyn, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's Jolene, right?
It's Joel, but it's okay. I just wanted to ask if it's possible, if it's not too much of a hassle on your end, if you could maybe record like how it's supposed to be done and then maybe sending it through, or I don't know how, or maybe refer us
It's
to
on
an
YouTube.
actual. Okay, it's on YouTube. Okay, thank you so much.
So yeah, we uploaded it this morning. So you should be able to find it. It's in week 2, so it's in a different playlist. But you should be able to access it. I think we should add this all into one giant playlist as well. And then actually, yeah, that might make it easier for you guys. But I'll send two blasts after this. Like one will be with all our channels, and then the other one will be with where you can find this information. I think I did send out an email this morning with the GitHub and the YouTube. Cool, but I'll do it again after the call.
All right. Yeah, you will find it on YouTube. For specifics, you're free to ask the question that you need to ask, and we'll be there to guide you. More especially on the installation part, most people have problems just installing Rust. More especially on Windows. Most of us that use Windows, I think we have a lot of problems installing Rust, but yeah, be able to gauge on how to install it well. All right. Any more questions? Contributions?
yeah. Just want to remind everyone about the ciphering website for them to go through it. The Rust programming course. I don't know, did anyone already start going through the ciphering course? The Rust basics course on ciphering, Updraft. Okay, so that video, that course has everything, and we're just using this live as supplementary information, and also for you guys to ask questions as well, and also to cement that knowledge from that course, from the videos from that course. It also has a lot of exercises, which also helps. So please go through them.
All right.
Okay, cool. Does everyone understand what we did tonight, though? Is there any specific questions about like what we tried to do? What did you not understand anything? Could we try and give you a quick explanation now? Is everyone good and they want to try it at home?
No,
Okay,
I'm
cool.
good. I'm running through Rust Rover from JetBrains, and it manages all that dependencies and all that.
Okay, cool. That works. Cool, guys. It was lovely having a chat with all of you. And I look forward to seeing you guys on tomorrow's class.
And guys, I just shared the link. You can go through it. It's only 4 hours, so you can just break it down. Maybe you go through the first 2 hours, the first 5-6 sections this week, and the remaining the following week.
All right,
I'm
guys.
sorry, Ben. Did you send it? Did you send it on Discord or on the WhatsApp?
I sent it on last week. I don't know. It either via Luma Blast. Yeah, Discord as well. But I'm gonna share it again.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining the class. Let's meet tomorrow.
Thanks, Mula.
Cool. Cheers, guys. Bye.
Thanks. Cheers.
Thanks, bye.